In 1988, Washington State University embarked on a unique enterprise. The school's athletic department established a sports video office designed to produce television programming. Today, that department generates well over 100 hours of sports coverage each year. Since its earliest beginnings, Washington State Sports Video has produced the majority of its events and programs for the Prime Sports cable network. But perhaps the most intriguing facet of sports video is its crew.
We are the largest employer of communication students on campus, averaging roughly 5,000 hours a year. Basically, in sports video, what we're talking about is 3 professionals and roughly 35 students who work on a part-time basis. They're all paid. They come to us with little experience, usually starting out as utility people, and slowly work their way up to skill levels into such positions as slow-mo operator, audio operator, and even up to technical director. We also employ students in talent positions such as writers and segment producers for the many coaches shows and for the monthly magazine show that we do as well.
Our relationship with Washington State is really unique, and not only does it provide us with the highest quality programming opportunities, but it also includes the turnkey production of the events and programs that come out of Washington State. So that, along with the opportunities that the students realize through the association with the sports video department and their relationship with us at Prime Sports, makes this a relationship that we're very proud of here.
While the sports video department at Washington State has been around for less than 10 years, alumni of the program can be found all across the country. Graduates have taken the skills they've learned at Washington State and put them to use at stations and production houses, as well as with some professional sports teams.
Right now I'm a photographer and editor. I operate the satellite truck for KXLY, and the sports video department enabled me to learn the basic things I needed to learn in television. I was able to step into a pretty intense job as far as skills require right out of college to do what I'm doing now, and I think I learned those skills through what I did through sports video.
I learned to write, I learned to produce coaches shows, and basically do any kind of producing aspect, which is what I wanted to move into. So when I graduated, I was able to get a job right away. I had that on my resume. It was looked on very highly. Now I'm associate producing a news show and moving into producing.
Being able to learn to work on a team and be able to take directions and listen to a director and be able to do stuff, quickly and proficiently, and knowing exactly what I'm doing, stuff like that I learned at sports video, is been able to translate straight into this job here.
Veterans of the Washington State program are not only advancing in the news and entertainment industries, but they're also moving up in sports television. Numerous alums of the sports video program have taken root with the cable sports networks.
We have several of Washington State University graduates who work for us now in Prime Sports in one form or the other.
Experience there was really good. I got to work on real-life sporting events. As I found events there that we worked on were real similar to some of the events in the real world. So from that standpoint, it was a very good training ground. After working WSU Sports Video, I made my way to Prime Sports Northwest in Seattle, doing graphics.
Because of the editing experience and the producing experience that I got at Washington State, was able to step in here and start producing segments for Prime Sports. And that eventually led to the opportunity to produce a couple of shows here.
The sports video experience not only benefits students after they've left Washington State, it also provides them with an opportunity to physically apply what they're learning in class. Glenn Johnson is an associate professor at Washington State University's Edward R. Murrow School of Communication.
It's really important to have that outlet for students to get that experience. I've got a couple of students this semester who've been working with sports video, and they're great photographers, their editing skills are really good, and now we're just honing them as far as their news reporting skills are concerned. So they've gotten some great experience over there.
When I came here just this last August, I didn't know anything about TV, so the sports video department has given me such a great avenue to learn about how to shoot footage, how to use a camera, using audio equipment, how to edit. I think I'm really fortunate to be in a program like this.
It gives you something for your resume and something that the experience that a lot of people don't have. You can come up and say, look, I've already worked for 2-3 years for these people, and this is what I've done, and I've got a resume tape and references, and I have the hands-on experience that it requires.
Here you're put under the pressure to get things done, and you learn how to do things with a deadline. hiring a student straight out of college with no practical experience is having to retrain them in so many different aspects, but here they're getting the training while they're at school.
Learned a lot about television production that I had no clue about before I came here. Mostly graphics, but basically working together as a team and how all the different elements in the production truck all combine together to make an effective telecast.
I would love to stay with it. If I could find my own little niche in the industry, I would love to stay with sports television because of this crew.
While you might think the on-air product may suffer due to student involvement, think again. The productions are clean and professional, and the students know that when they come to work, there's no room for error.
With all the traveling that I do, I get a chance to see a lot of different productions from around the country, and the productions that come out of the Washington State Sports Video Department measure up very favorably to everything I've seen.
Well, I consider Washington State Video just another production house. Just like I would treat a house in Spokane or a production house in Eugene, I call them with the events and give them some elements, and they book their crew just like I would book my crew in Seattle, and it just so happens they're booking students that are working and training in that field, but I consider them just another production house.
Producing network caliber programs while educating future broadcast professionals, Washington State Sports Video strives to continually improve in both areas.
Sports video put me through school also. I mean, I don't think I would have been able to stay at the university financially.
I think one of the neat things too about sports video is that you can take a look at the students who've gone through there and worked for 2 or 3 years, and now you see them out at the shops here in the Northwest, in Portland, Seattle. I go over to KOMO in Seattle and see some of the people that I knew only as students and also with sports video, because I worked at some of the games as well. And to see them now working professionally, it must be a good reward for everyone, you know, not only from the communication school, but also for those over at Sports Video.
I put a lot of stories together and stuff, and that helped me build a solid reel that they really weren't used to. They weren't used to a good reel out of somebody that just graduated from a university, as opposed to a reel that they would get from, you know, a station where they had worked for 2 or 3 years.
It's a chance to actually put into practice what you learn in the school, and it's the most practical experience I think you can get while in college.